Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Flags in a Gym, a podcast dedicated to all things color guard. My name is Eric. I'm your host and resident color guard nerd. And for today's episode, I'm rejoined by our good friend Will to discuss the San Antonio Regional. We're talking the top 12 cores plus a little more. So sit back, relax, and let's talk some color guard. Hey everyone, just a quick message before the episode starts. I am planning an episode that involves you, the listeners. Make sure you check out the end of this episode where I'll put all the information. Now on to the episode. You ready to talk about the drum corps?
Yeah, I think so. I made some notes.
You made some notes. I have notes too. I have some on my computer and some on my phone because I did a rewatch.
I'm glad you said that because I was texting my friend. So my friend Sarah.
She's one you do BOA with?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So my friend Sarah lives still in Kentucky. A girl I taught and was in band when Sarah and I taught together in Lexington. She lives in Texas now. So Sarah's been going to San Antonio every summer, and they'll get together and go watch this show. And so they were both texting, like giving me notes back and forth while they were there live. And she said they sat on the 15-yard line, and they were like kind of ground level, so they got blasted by the sound. They couldn't see too much high stuff, of course, but they got all the volume, so that was it was
Right in front of the speakers.
yeah, it was fun to have her notes. And then rewatching it yesterday, for me, I was giving her my notes back, and it was fun to do that. But she actually had some good things to say, so I might include some of her stuff just as some other observations.
Well, we love an on-site informant, so thank you, Sarah.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. We're starting with
I figure we do top 12. So yeah, welcome everybody. I'll just go ahead and get us started. Welcome everybody. We've been chit-chatting, but welcome. We're going to do our yearly DCI San Antonio recap. It's my one DCI episode because one, there's so many drum corps podcasts out there that eat, sleep, and breathe drum corps and they love talking about it. So I let them have all the fun and all the glory with this. And two, I'm busy and I wear myself out during winter. So I'll just do one and done and let everybody else have all the fun. So check out if you want. Some of these guys get so in depth with their recaps, like the on the back hash guys. I mean, incredibly knowledgeable. I mean, they talk about everything. So
yeah.
I'm just a guard person, so I talk about the guard and just kind of the overall feel. And I'm not a music person, so I can say the horn line sounds good. And then you go to on the back hash, and they're like, "Oh my god, they were awful. Did you hear those tears? Did you hear?" This? And I'm like, "I thought they sounded great." So we're gonna talk top 12, maybe some extras that are maybe caught our eye. So we'll go ahead and get started because we did lose Mandarins this year. They've taken a year off, so we have a new spot in our top 12. And as of the San Antonio Regional, that is now occupied by Madison Scouts. They have moved up into the top 12 for now, but there is an extremely tight race right now for a couple spots. But for that one is
7
really
to 15 is going to be just to throw them in the air and see what happens. I mean, any of those it's going to be fun to watch how all that plays out.
yeah. Will is obviously back, so say hello again.
Hi.
Hi. So, what do you have any general thoughts on the weekend so far,
Uh,
or just the season from things you've been seeing?
so initially when the season started, I mean, I saw a few different things, and of course all the stuff online and whatever. I was kind of underwhelmed. I was just like, I'm not into any of this except for the Colts. I love the Colts. But hashtag always biggest fan. But yeah, I was just kind of like, I don't know, like whatever. But watching San Antonio, I was like, okay, I think things are clicking better and stuff, and it was more a lot more engaging, and some of the shows I didn't like already, just right off the bat, I'm very much coming around to, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I see. And I watched a lot more of the multicam. I know you like the high cam, but I was watching more of the multicam this time. Um,
Well, this year was the sky high cam.
yeah, I
That
know it
thing
was.
was
I was like, "Where is
high.
she at?" She's in the blimp above the stadium. I'm like, "Woo!" But
Some of those
yeah,
smaller cores, you're just like it's like ants running around.
like
You
where are
know?
they at? Yeah, get your opera glasses out and zoom in. Yeah, but no, it was a great show. I mean, yeah, those especially what that like 9 to 13, 14, those those groups in that area are certainly keeping it exciting.
Yeah, hyper competitive. Yeah. I mean, anything can happen, but as of this point, we can just say we think Blue Coats are probably going to run away with the season. But then you look at second, third, and fourth, they
Maybe,
were all
yeah,
like, what, 5/10 of a point away from each other, second, third, and
really, really close.
really. So somebody's going to miss a medal by like tenths, probably.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
almost said a Dayton at Indy. Close
Uh,
enough. Everybody knows what I mean. And then I think you're going to have somebody miss finals same way. I think you're good because, oh, I forgot to pull the scores up. But
I think Pacific Crest is in 13th, and there it's like a few, it's just tenths
yeah, they
away.
were like 2/10 behind Madison. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like the captions and subcaptions are all it's it's all over the place with how close and how close those scores are.
Yeah. So Pacific Rest is in 13th. They were 4/10 behind Madison. And then Spirit in 14th was 1/10 behind Pacific Rest.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. There's only what, 3 weeks left in the season? DCI is so short.
I think so. Yeah, the season I feel like it came out of nowhere and then it's already like you blink and it's like, oh, she's already almost done.
Yeah, because course don't start performing till like the beginning of July now. And
Yeah,
then
there were a lot that didn't even go out until like that, like the week after the 4th of July. So
because they had a lot of rain issues
like
again.
officially went out, like contest wise.
Right. Yeah. They do their little preview show. SCV did theirs. Troopers did their debut.
Blue Coats did one. Yeah. And there were a couple of those late June contests that started, but
I think maybe there was one with like Phantom and
well,
cabbies.
the one out west was that was good because that was like late June or like that last weekend of June, I think was the one out west. That was a good one. Because that's when Boston, no, not Boston. What's their name? Blue Coats. Sorry. Blue Coats,
What's their name?
Whoops. That one group. Blue Coats, Blue Devils, and Vanguard got to see each other for the first time. That was cool. Anyway,
So it's going to be a very exciting season. It's going to be
yeah.
very, very quick. Friends of mine were trying to sell tickets to Allentown. I was looking at I'm like, that's 2 weekends
Oh,
away. Like
wow.
it's 11 Friday night, 11 days from us recording. It's first night of Allentown.
Gosh.
I don't do Allentown anymore because one night always gets rained out.
Mm,
It never fails, and it's such an interesting stadium because the walk up to the stadium is this giant ramp, and I always felt bad for like the pits, and now with all the props having to push them up that stupid hill.
yeah.
Thankfully, when I march because I march cavies, we went on late, so the warm up spot like right next to the field was always open, so we would always claim that, so we didn't have a short walk. But when I march Kiwanis, you're like two, three, four
Way back
blocks
in
away.
the back 40 or whatever. Aw.
So I won't be doing that, but
Yeah.
it's an interesting experience at Allentown.
Hmm.
And then right into championships.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just flies by.
a fun tidbit I didn't catch until just yesterday was open class championships are at University of Dayton.
Really?
Yep, they're using their stadium this year.
Oh, how fun.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, oh, because I had like a little blurb about it, and I was like, oh, well, that's cool. Okay, because that's a nice stadium. I mean, they really it's a beautiful football field and everything. So yeah, let's go.
Very cool.
Yeah,
We love open class.
we
And
do. There are some great groups. Gold is always fab. I think they're always great. I've heard Blue Devils B is really good. I haven't seen it, but I've heard they're really good.
I caught a bit of somebody that I really liked, and I was like, oh, it's the one that's out of Texas. Is it Arsenal?
Yeah, I think so.
They were like the first
Right.
core on, I think, at San
Yeah,
Antonio.
yeah.
And I
Okay.
was like, wow, like,
Yeah.
and then Skywriters are back and they are in Sound Sport and they're petitioning to get into open class.
Okay.
So that was a fun see too. And just,
Oh. And the battalion's really good from I think they're from Utah, I think. They're really good.
yeah, were they second last year or third? Something like that.
They were towards the top for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
Yeah, because
lot.
Spartans ran away with it last year because
Oh,
let's
that's
be
right.
real.
That was that weird, like we're an open class, but we're world class too. I didn't understand that. That was a
I don't
strange.
know. Yeah, I don't understand that rule either. Like you can, if
I
you
don't know
win
how
open
that.
class, then I guess you can petition to go to world, but you stay in open. It's almost like you're doing like a job interview, or
Yeah.
what's that? Or what's a working interview? Like when you go and you actually work, like in like
Hmm.
like I know they do it in dentistry where you'll work a day in the office as like a working interview. So I think
Yeah.
that's what Spartan season was last year was a working interview for World,
Hmm.
and now they're in World.
Strange.
I'm guessing somebody's going to tell me I'm wrong. I'm sure.
Oh,
It's fine. I'm not the DCI
I
expert. I'm
freely
a
admit I
WGI
do
nerd.
not know everything.
All right, well, let's talk these cores. We're going
Yeah.
to start with 12th place. I do want to give shout outs to 14th and 13th place because they are so tight. 14th was Spirit of Atlanta with their show Golden Summer.
Hmm.
Love their uniforms.
I was gonna say that was my note for them was the costuming and silks are like a Sherbert fantasy. I love it. It's gorgeous. Yeah. So kudos to their design folks that put that together. Yeah.
Yeah, the core looks great. The guard, I do wish they put the guard in a little bit more color just so they popped.
Mm, sure.
Because a lot of
Yeah,
them
it's
are
a
in the
real
yellow.
tight palette of like the creamy, the yellowy, the again that sherbety kind of peach, all those hues that kind of blur together a little bit, but they're it's so pretty though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I love the vibe. I just hope that's like lightweight, like athletic wear. Because if not, you know that crap's got to be hot. Because they're basically in like men's suit wear. Basically, that's what
Oh yeah, I know it's
what it looks like.
yeah, it's just stylized. It's all spandex, but yeah. But like great looks great on them. Yeah.
And then Pacific Crest was 13th with their show Irresistible, knocking on that top 12 door.
Love it. It yeah.
They were like 10th in color guard too.
Uh-huh. Their guard is fabulous. And they put like this the drill and staging for the guard. They love their guard. You can tell because they are showing them off, which I think actually might be they took some notes from last year because last year it was I feel like the staging and stuff for them was a little bit not clunky maybe isn't the best word, but like I'm gonna say clunky. It just didn't. It was like felt so tight and whatever. And this time they have opened themselves up and like the number of moth things in their drill. I don't know if you caught all that, but like it was fun how many variations of like wings and they kept revisiting that all throughout. I was like, that's really I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
They need glitter
believe
on that they on those props. They need to glitter the F out of those props because they were real freaking dull.
there you go. Get a note. Get that spray
Yeah,
with
get
that
that
spray can of glitter.
bedazzle the F out of those props.
I may be wrong, but I think the guard staff is the Vox Artium staff.
I don't know if they are or not, but that was a big note. I was like, this show feels like we're watching a Vox Artium Winter Garden show.
Because I think they're both from the same. I think they're both from San Diego
They're
or
both
wherever.
got, well, they're Southern California. Yeah, it's
Yeah. So I
um
mean, obviously, it might not be everybody, but I think a
no,
good
but
chunk of the
there's
staff.
some the feels are there for the two groups for sure. Yeah, I just love it though. They're great. I can't wait to see them Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. You get to see it
Yeah,
live.
for me, they're gonna be here at the local show. So yay!
All I get is the Cavies are staying about 30 minutes from my house at the end of the month. It's an open rehearsal day. There's no show. So I'm going. I'm like,
Oh,
cores
cool.
do not stay here anymore because
Mhm.
the counties banned them because they destroyed the schools in the field
Yeah.
years ago. So they're just like, nope, never
Or-
again. So there's never anything around here. So when I saw Cavies were staying in Northern Virginia, I'm like, what? Going. Let's move on to 12th place, our first finalist at the moment, Madison Scouts, with their
Woo.
show Metaspin.
Mad as spin. I love it.
Metaspin, lots of spinning motifs, lots of swirlings and twirlings, and very reminiscent of St. Anne's this past winter with the opening with the announcement. Remember St. Anne's when they had from Neponset, Massachusetts, please welcome to the floor,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
where it's
The
just that repeating
pulling those
line.
the announcements from through the years and stuff, which was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so very, very cool on that. And from what I've seen online from people that either march there or know of the core, apparently there are Easter eggs hidden throughout the entire show. So
Okay.
if you know the history of Madison Scouts, you're going to pick up on a lot of things. Unfortunately, I am not a historian on them, so
Some of the music I know there were some little moments in the music that I caught towards the end. I mean, there's Malagueña was in the end. They hinted at that, but that's cool though. I love that's fun that they've scattered some stuff throughout. It'd be fun to figure out or have somebody do like a side by side or like a watch thing and like point out what what it all is to just to learn a little bit. That'd be neat.
I think there's something on Facebook going around about it because I think that's where I saw it.
Hmm.
So I'll look for it and see if I can find it, and I'll repost it for people. But yeah, but
Well,
apparently the show is full of Easter eggs to previous Madison
okay.
years. What else do I have
I
about
think it's their
Scouts?
best show that they've had since, I mean, I'm just gonna say like probably the last decade at least. Like it's a great show for them. And they're giving it to us. Like they look great, they sound great. The guard needs to get it together a little bit because those flags are showing off all the dirt, but
Oh,
I love it. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
yeah, they kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit with those flag designs.
Those so many spirals on those silks, and it's like tighten it up, tighten it up. But they seem to be having a lot of fun, which is great in terms of just the performance. Yeah, and I was like, I wrote down okay, symbol line. I was like, I saw that. Like they were giving it to us too. I love it. They were having a good time.
I love a good old symbol line. I know SCV has theirs,
Oh,
and there's another
what?
core. Crossman, I think, has one,
Yes. Yep.
but I think there's another. Is
There's
it
another
like,
one that's like up in the like
yeah?
upper range of scoring that I think has one too. But yeah, it's always fun to see them, and I can't imagine how that. I mean, I don't understand how they do all that with
Those are heavy. I've picked up symbols before. I'm like, they're
freak me out.
surprisingly
Be like, I'm
heavy.
gonna cut my face off. Like this is terrifying. Yeah. So shout out to the symbol lines.
You know what my one gripe with this show, right?
The ballad.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Why?
Because we only get one swing flag, but
Why?
because
Why?
they're saving it for the end
No,
when we get the doubles at the end.
no, I don't care.
Well,
If you have a swing flag, there
listen,
must be
those
two.
flags are big and they're expensive. So,
I look at Colts. Look at the bed sheets they're spinning, and they have two.
well,
Madison, no excuse. I'm gonna
you
call up the color guard director, the
you don't
captain,
know
and
what their
excuse me.
situation is. Okay, get your machine out and start sewing.
And you notice that the swing flags are like on curved poles.
Yeah, the ones in the ballot have like a yeah, kind of a bent. Yeah, I did that one year. I cut a hula hoop in half, and I we did that. It was real hard to clean. I'll tell you that.
Well, I think their ending ones are curved too because
Okay.
they end up putting them together.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
They put the two
Right.
silks together at the end, and they make a complete spiral. Like they're each half a print. And
Oh,
when they hold them together, they're like
okay.
it's like you said, a hula hoop. They each have a half. They put them together, and the
Yeah,
silks
yeah.
align in the
Oh,
center.
cool.
But one swing flag in the ballad, no,
Uh, well,
minus 100 points. Sorry, that is one of my
that's why
biggest
they're
pet
that's why
peeves.
they're in 12th. It's because
That's right. That's right. That's why you're in 12th. It's because of that one swing flag. You want to
I
move up the
did
top
love
five, get two.
I did love the ending though. That whole push to the end and then the way the drill and they give us a little nod to like the old Z pull that the cadets used to do. There's so many fun things in the end, but it was like just balls to the wall, boom, push to the end. So that was great. They're having fun.
Yeah, I like the uniforms too. The with like the
They
line. Did you see
really
that
look
group
good.
picture they took where they were all like perfectly lined up? It was
They
like so oddly satisfying the way they
yeah,
all lined
yeah.
up.
Yeah, it's very sharp. They look very sharp. That they were go. That's the word. They look really sharp. I love it. And they've got their hats back, which is nice. I like the touch of the hat.
Get
Yay.
another swing flag. And that spiral flag in the opening. Oof.
Okay, but all their spiral flags.
But that opening one, because it's black and white.
Yeah.
We all know the history of black and white striped flags. Just ooh, you have to be spit perfect for it to. But when you lock in, it's the coolest
Oh,
effect.
when you log in, but my brain is like I'm like scanning through all the shows I've ever seen. And I'm like every single time I've seen a black and white flag, I'm like, oh, you better be
Fantasia
real.
2001, that Beatles show.
Yep. Phantom
Oof.
94. They had so many black and white flags, and I was like, ooh, yeah, that Beatles show. That was like and that was
That
like
was that vertical
that
stripes. Yeah.
wasn't yeah that wasn't even swirl. That was just ooh. Colts last year I think had or 2 years ago had black and white, and they were all different like angles, and that was a lot hard,
Yeah.
risky times.
Keep it up, Madison. Keep up the work and get a second swing flag.
Yes, yes, very happy to have see them having a great summer. So.
All right, let's move on to 11th place with Troopers with their show Into Darkness. And they announced this show like as they were walking off the field
It
last
was
year.
like, okay. Yeah. It was like, by the way, stay tuned for our. I was like, wow, all right.
because everybody's like, his trooper's folding because it was like the end of that like trilogy concept or whatever, and the trooper walked off the field because he was dead. Remember with the coffin
Oh,
they
that's
pulled out?
right. Not about that. Where's
So the pit's still pulling the keyboards off the field, and they're already on Instagram audition for next year into dark.
gosh. Here's our here's our show theme. Here's our music. Here's everything.
And apparently this is all based off of the movie Apocalypse Now, which is an old Vietnam War film.
Yeah.
So hence the camo kind of style core uniforms, and the one mellophone player that is shirtless kind of is representing the main character of the movie. Troopers put out like a 6 minute video just kind of giving a general overview of it. I watched nuggets of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but they have lots of voiceovers from the movie. I still don't get it. And I still don't
Like
know why the color guard is in that uniform.
it makes no sense. As the casual viewer, I'm gonna step into casual viewer mode. What the F is happening? Yeah, you've got the 60s Vietnam vibe happening, and then you've got the color guard in a completely different show.
Like an 80s
I'm
neon.
like, what is happening? It doesn't, why were they not put in stylized 60s people clothes? That would have made so much more sense. And like, I like the guard uniform on its own. I mean, it's fine. In a
Yeah, it's
totally different show, it'd be great. In this show, doesn't make a dang bit
yeah,
of sense.
next to the camo with the boats and the
Oh, and the boats. What the? And that's, I'm sorry, but also, I've never seen that movie. I'm not going to watch that movie. We're gays. We're not watching this crap. Like, come on. You cannot design a show around that and expect everybody to know what that is. No. Like, talk about
yeah, if you're gonna pick a movie everybody knows, like
sorry
Jurassic
about it.
Park, Harry
Sorry
Potter,
about it, but
Star Wars.
I'm not buying it. I'm not it's too far-fetched for me. But like again, I mean like it's like yeah, just two different show things happening. Although I will say I do like their flags. They've got those like almost like hot, and by hot I mean like almost like hot light or like red light looking like
Yeah.
palm tree motif on those, and you've got like the orange version and like a more reddish version of it. And that was I don't know. I was like, ooh, okay, this cool. This flag's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like the tropical foliage of Vietnam, but maybe
And
the
I
it's
was
supposed to
like,
be
are
like
we on
sunset
fire?
colors.
Is it burning? What is
Uh, I
happening?
mean, Vietnam War, setting villages on fire, it probably could be.
I don't know. I
And I've
just
seen something about the movie that this isn't related to the show. I think I saw a comment, maybe it was on Reddit, of somebody talking about why would you take this movie and glorify the war when really the Americans were the villains in this whole situation? So it's just like it's
valid.
it's just a weird kind of angle to take. But this is all design oriented. This is nothing. The performers have no say control over
As,
this.
right. Aside from all that, I will say, and I'm a piano person. That's my musical background, but like their brass is killing it. The brass is fabulous. Like they sound really really good. And they do have some cool drill moments I think in terms of like the visual stuff, but most of it for me is just a I don't get it.
Yeah. I like the color guard. I think the color guard's very good. I think across the board, so many groups have improved this year over last year.
A lot more confidence in what they're putting out there and what they're how they're how they're doing it and what they're not so much what they're doing but how they're doing it. And they're I mean everybody's performers strong in all sections, I think, across the board, which makes this really exciting, from 20th, 21st place all the way up to first. It's like everybody's got so much quality across the board. It's just, what are you doing with it?
Yeah.
How are you showing it off?
We talked about last year. It's the vehicle that you were given, the vehicle you're given to
Exactly. The
put out there.
vehicle. Exactly. Yeah.
I do like they gave the color guard a really cool moment. They're all in the front of the field with, I don't know if it was like a red or maybe like a deep pink flag where they're all on flag
Oh,
and the core is
yeah.
like pushed to the back.
Hmm.
I love moments like that. And I don't get it with how it fits with Into
Like,
Darkness. I'm going to do some digging and see if I can figure out
yeah. I
what
mean, I guess
everything
I could watch
represents.
the movie, but I'm like, it sounds exhausting. I don't. It's too hot for that.
I mean, from my understanding, it's not a very like happy, uplifting movie. So it's not like it's going
I
to be
don't.
a
I can't. I'm not doing that.
a pleasurable experience,
I want uplifting. Give me sunshine and roses. I don't have time for all the sad town. I can't do it.
There's enough of that in real life right now.
No, right. I want a pure escapist. Let me dissociate.
But troopers, we do love you. It's just we're just kind of
Yes, no,
we're,
again, the performers are fab. They're doing a great job. So yeah. Just some
yeah.
question marks that I don't understand. And that's okay. It's fine.
Yep. Let's move on to 10th place with Blue Knights with their show The Sky Between. And to me, as an ensemble, like from an entire core color guard proper, this is the best costumed group.
I love it. Like it's just yeah, they come on the field and I'm like, oh, I love this. Like the way it fits, the way it drapes, the color of it, the it's just they hit the nail on the head or hit it out of the park, whatever you want to say. Like it really looks great. And the performers look great in it. Like like it's a home run on that part. And the pink ballad flag. Oh my God, I love it so much. When that comes out, I'm like, yes, this is heaven.
I mean, it is kind of like a gender reveal party threw up all over the field because you got the baby blue and the baby pink everywhere.
Oh, it's not
Um,
blue.
the
It's
no,
like
the
teal.
core is in blue. It's like a sky blue.
It's
Yeah,
green. It's
no,
like it's a teal green.
that's like a blue.
Every time I've seen it, it looks like it's like teal green to me.
Well, I'm going to their Instagram
But
right now.
now
Is it
yeah,
blue?
now I'm like, oh no.
It
I mean,
reads as blue.
that's it.
Well, anyway,
Comment below if you know what color that actually is. Please send us
I do
a
love
Pantone PMS chart.
they're not my favorite uniforms. Like my favorite color guard uniform is Blue Devils.
Yeah.
But I just think when you take in the entire picture, the
Yes. No,
entire core,
totally understand what you mean. Yeah.
beautiful
It's
and
just
complete 180 from last year with those copper brown. Remember the
oh,
tube?
the water pipes and all that. Yeah. Which,
I'm being generous
that
with
show
copper
that
brown.
show grew on me though. I actually liked that towards the end of the season. It was this one came out of the gate really strong. It's just beautiful. It's just a breath of just like, oh, I can relax and yeah. Now the flute player is fabulous.
Oh, beautiful. And
They're
and
doing
it's so perfect for
gorgeous. Oh
the
my goodness.
sky cloud theme. I do wish there was a color change in the first and second number because they pull out that teal that with that like
We
that
got like
gray black.
the gray black into the teal or whatever, teal blue, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we get the pink reveal in the middle, and oh yeah. But this it reminds me of Kennesaw Mountain 2005, the Winter Guard, when they did Gabriel's oboe, and there's that pinky
Is that when they had
color
this like the
in
circly floor
I think
with like the stripes on it?
no, I think that was '06.
Oh,
Uh
okay.
but the this one was like pinky purple or not like sorry pinky peachy color, but it was all like sky sunset kind of vibes. But how I felt watching that show is how I feel watching the Blue Knights. Not that anyone needed to know that, but it's a good thing, I promise.
And then ending flag's really pretty with the splash of yellow in the
Mhm.
silk. I just think they need a silk between the first one and the pink because they spin that first one forever. I think they spin it for two
The
numbers.
first, the first, I guess, first movement, I guess, is very. It feels very long, and it also feels like the percussion is playing the bulk of it, not so much brass. That was kind of another. I was like, the brass isn't really playing much, or it seems like it anyway. I don't know, but not that. I mean, I don't. It is what it is, but like, just thought that was interesting. It was like feels very percussion heavy on the front end. But good. Although, and well, they do have the Blue Knights percussion, so I mean, they're showing off their percussion really well. So,
I wish they could fill in the cloud like tarp
oh,
pieces
the yeah, it's like
that are on the
a white
floor.
outline of it, but not a full. Yeah,
It's just
make
tough
it.
because you have the green field with the white stripes running through it, and you have the Alamo Dome logo in the middle of it. So I wish there was a way you could like almost fill it in, even if it was an off color, so it wasn't like pure
Just
white.
to take us more into that atmosphere. Yeah.
Like if it had like a wispy fill, like you know how you stretch like cotton balls,
Mm-hmm.
like almost if you could
Almost
somehow,
gauzy kind of
yeah.
look like, yeah,
You know what you
yeah.
do? You call up Phantom Regiment, you get their props from last year, those white
Yes.
curtains,
And just fill in the,
fill in the outlines.
yes. There we go.
I'm sure they'll sell them to you if somebody didn't already buy them.
Right. No, yeah, I know what you mean though. Yeah, that would kind of complete the picture, so to speak. But hmm,
Yeah, and it would really pull you in just even more into the clouds in the sky
mm-hmm.
that they're taking us to. So
Yeah. But I do like it. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm eager to see them stay in the top 12. I hope they do. I really Oh, I wrote down I love yeah, I love the musicality in their flag book. Like throughout the whole show, whoever wrote all the flag choreography, I don't know, I love how it is put together and connects to the audio. Like it's just yeah, it's just beautiful. Yeah. So kudos to that person or people.
kudos, snaps, or
Yes.
what do the kids say now? Clock it, right, with the fingers.
I get my clack my fan or whatever.
All right, you ready to move on to ninth place?
Sure.
All right, how much time do we have? Because
What's that?
Colts.
Oh, they were. Oh, okay. Oh, my paper is out. Oh, that's okay. I had stuff written down, and I was like, "Oh, wait, where is it? Oh, yeah. Yay!"
That's why I'm like, you ready? So ninth place was Colts with their show American Experiment, right? That's the right name, right? I
Yeah,
pulled that out of my head. I know because I know they capitalized the X in experiment,
yeah. And it kind of fits with the X-ish motif on their costumes.
and they have lots of X's within their drill. They are doing much better. They are moving on up. And the biggest thing that I took from this, there are two things. One, the show is insanely colorful,
Hmm.
like the loads of color, but the guard has miles better than last year. And this is no dig at the guard last year, but I was
No,
just like,
I thought they were great the last couple years, but I know what you mean. Like this year, that content is coming out real heavy, and it is fabulous.
well, I
Like,
looked it up and I'm pretty sure they have a new caption head this year. So they have a whole new team. So they probably came in and said, you know what? No.
oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was the
So
same team, but
from what I saw, I think because I pulled up their staff announcement, I think whoever the caption head's name is, I'm pretty sure it's his first year at Colts.
okay, they're doing great stuff. That's for sure. It's just
Yeah. Yeah.
it's programmed really well, I think, in terms of what's what they've given them to do at any given moment. I mean, they have thought about seemingly every last little bit to fill this thing up, and it's so much. And that music, I would imagine that music is tough to write to because it gets so disjointed and kind of broken apart, and especially in that first movement. I mean, that is a lot of layers.
Yeah. All the dissonant, like Americana pieces that come with America the Beautiful. You almost get like hints of the Star Spangled Banner that gets
Yes,
woven in there.
there's all this. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is kudos to their music arranger because wow,
Yeah.
that's a beast of a whole thing to put together.
I do have one design complaint about their show. And this
Mhm.
kind of goes along with Madison Scouts, where I had one complaint, but
Oh,
this isn't targeted at the color guard. So they have those block props on the
yeah.
field. They
Hmm.
have five blue ones,
Hmm.
and then they have the red and white for the stripes on the flag. There's only 12 of them. There are 13
Oh,
stripes on the American flag.
I didn't even notice.
Put another white one out there.
Maybe it's broken.
Nope. Nope.
Maybe she's being
If the Shenandoah parents can rebuild a rotating platform in 2 hours in a parking lot in Dayton, Colts can rebuild a white box
ooh,
if it's broken.
ooh.
I'm just like, I'm teasing. I mean, it does bother me a little bit. I'm not that serious about it, but it's just like, why
Well,
wouldn't you have
now that you
13?
pointed it out, though, it's like, oh, that is interesting. I did not catch that at all in terms of just how that is laid out like that. I didn't realize, but that is
Because
a
they line them up at one point, and that's when I noticed. I'm like, there's
right.
only 12 there.
Oh, yeah.
So just get another white box. That's all you need. Just for
I'll
continuity,
let you know what it
immersion.
looks like on Wednesday. How about
There
that?
you go.
Maybe
And if
they'll
it's not there, I want you to FaceTime me and walk up to the caption head and put
be like, it's
talk to him.
oh,
But no, that's just, it was just my funny little one thing I didn't like.
Yeah.
I texted you about this, so people listening, the beginning of their closer, the
Mhm.
music, I cannot sing it right now because I cannot think of it, is so incredibly familiar, but I
There is something
cannot
about
place
that
it.
that I was like, what is that? I know I've heard it before. Yeah, same. I can't quite find it, but yeah, it sounds so like, oh, I know that. It's like, oh yeah, but I can't figure out what it is.
Every time I've watched them, I'm like, what is this? What is this? And my brain is
Mhm.
just will not snatch it.
Yeah.
And I even have gone to their repertoire list and nothing like jumps out at me like, oh, that's what it is. So I don't know. Maybe it's because, they use
I
50
mean,
songs. So
that could
they
be
don't list all of them they use.
some little snippet of something that they wedged in there, and yeah, who knows? Yeah, but
It's just the four notes that kind of like repeat. Like I don't know the actual tune, but it's like bum 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 bum, and and then it changes the chord, and it just kind of repeats that. It's the beginning of the closer. So if you know what it is, let me know because
yeah,
it has
be really
been driving
curious
me
if someone
crazy.
can point it out.
You had mentioned and I love it too, that in the opening, the Silks, they have half the flag line has striped flags and half of them has
Yeah, we've
star
got the
flags.
stars and the stripes, and they have so many fun little like phrase sharing moments together where we get this. They just it yeah, I love all of that. And then we get that really cool purple stars and stripes flag where it all comes together and it's the purpley pink. That one's fun. I love that.
That's the one where they have that moment where they're like right in the core, I think, and they have like a
Mhm.
cool moment where they do like a smaller toss and spins in, and then a big toss, and it's
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I just love it. I just all of this. I wrote down like this was my like while I'm watching, I'm writing all these words down. It's wonderfully unhinged. The fireworks are firing. And I love that it's Americana, but it's not stereotypical. It's not what anybody would have expected.
That was my fear when they announced this show.
Yeah, it's fabulous. I just love it. I love in the drill, and especially the back half of things. There's so many moments where they are making fireworks and they're using the props, they're using the flags, they're using the drill. Like it is, I mean, I mean, it is just going off, and it's like I love it so
Especially
much.
when they pull out the trick flag, that giant like
Yes, yes,
purple
we get
flag,
yeah, we start off with the kind of over and then boom, pull it off, and then bam, we go with
the
all the
firework
different
flags
colors.
underneath.
And the costume has changed because the costume changes about halfway through, and we get more, the color from that. I made the note the ballad flags when they have the one big swing flag, but then they're holding the two, and you can see the solid lame on the back. And the printed one looks like an aerial view of the topography of the United States. If you
You pulling out
see
these
like
big
this
words.
image, I know. This, you're welcome. This is my master's degree at work. And then the solid lame flag, when they pull them apart, is giving us the sunset, which is the sun over the land. That's my interpretation of all of that. I could be totally off. I would love it if I'm right. Either way, I love it. I don't care. So if I'm right or not, it doesn't matter. But I was like, oh, that is gorgeous though. If that's where they're going with it, I'm here for it. So
Yeah, I questioned the mismatch swing leg because they're
because it does, I right, because it
enormous.
is. I mean, it is kind of like whoa. It's like it's a little bit. Some might say garish, and if you didn't, because it's like yeah, it's like a you're assaulted with the lame, and then you've got this print, which is not the same. Like she does not match.
And some of them aren't even the same color. Because I think the
Right.
printed are
Yeah.
all kind of the
And
same
some of them
color.
don't match because the back, I think the back of the costume is a solid and it doesn't and the swing flag doesn't match that. Like so it's there's a lot of color happening. But if I think of it in the way I described, that helps my brain like, oh, I love this. But that's just me.
Yeah. Lots and lots of color. It's so good. The lots of
They're so
firework
good.
motifs. And like you said, I was weary when they said they were doing an Americana show. I've just seen so many Americana marching band shows, and it's always the same. You play When Johnny Comes Marching Home, and I'm like, please, no, please. And then you see this, and you're like, oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because
okay. Yeah, I can
honestly, I
get into
mean,
this.
none of the music is none of the music is what I would say is obviously giving the theme. And
Only
then
the parts where they put in America the Beautiful, but it's
right,
not even like
right.
long bits. It's snippets that they just stick
I mean,
in.
the costuming doesn't look like it. The flags only really the Stars and Stripes ones do. That's the only real smack in the face with it. Yeah, they did a good job of mostly avoiding a
All the
lot of
tropes.
the tropes. Yeah, yeah, they really did. So,
So yeah, Colts.
very cool.
Will is your absolute number one fan.
Yay!
I love your
I'm gonna
show as
buy both
well.
their t-shirts on Wednesday. I can't wait. They have a navy one and a cream one of the same of their tour shirt. I'm gonna buy both.
You better have them in stock.
Right? I need a medium. Yeah. Yay, Colt. Who's next?
Next up, eighth place is the Cavaliers with their show The Lost Boys.
Uh,
This one is it's just I think you have mentioned it. It's a huge step up for them.
mm-hmm.
They're getting better. I
They're,
love the ramp props.
I think musically, they are the best playing group I've seen since like 2019. Like they sound fabulous. Like it sounds like the Cavaliers that we probably think of. Yeah, I love, and the ballad is a 10 out of 10. They hit that really well.
Got up and walked away.
I said, I said,
Rude.
I said, get my towel. I'm hot. Sorry.
With cavies, I really like the energy in the opening. Like when they're moving the ramps around, they're hopping up and down. There's just tons and tons of energy there.
Mm-hmm.
And I am a sucker for an add-on moment, especially with flags. And they have that great one that bounces around the form with those. Now they look yellow on camera, but I go to Instagram and they're like a neon green.
Oh, yeah, I totally
Yeah.
yellow.
But once again, we talk about an indoor flow
Well,
camera. So
true.
yeah, so I believe they're actually a green. But
Okay.
I know with the core uniforms, the guard is in yellow. Like they each have a like a color. I think the
Mm-hmm.
horn line's in green and then the drum line is red, I believe.
Okay.
Like the accent marks.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But I love all the energy and I was messaging you. So I have a feeling I don't really know what the show is about. I don't know why the one guard member puts on the red jacket and all of this, like he's a gang leader
I
kind of
wondered
thing.
that too a little bit. Yeah.
But I think the through line of the show is about time because when they push all of the ramps together for the ballad, you can get a picture of a clock face on them. And the ballad flags have a clock face on them. And then
Mm-hmm.
they come out after the ballad and they're spinning. Where you said, what are those props? And I said, I think they're clock hands.
Yes, which makes so much sense. And
And
yeah.
then I noticed that the flags, the silks proper, get
Mm-hmm.
shorter each movement. Like the first movement, they're long, then they get a little shorter. Then the ballad, they're like almost
And they
normal size
strip
of that
the
cut.
yeah.
And then in the third movement, they spin the that toilet paper on a stick that just drives me bananas. I love you, cavies, but I'm sorry. It looks like I text this to you. It looks like you had that new girl in color guard that can't do drop spins without rolling up her flag. So she's got about 8 inches hanging off the pole, and she's struggling to do her drop spins because she's brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And that looks like that's what it looks like they're spinning to me.
Mm.
But then the closer they pull out a normal size flag, so
Right. Yeah, it's
which is
back
strange.
the full.
Well, it was strange for my
I like it.
concept. I know you said you like the short flags, so you said it had
I
texture.
like it. I mean, yeah, it's an interesting yeah, it's just an interesting well, texture, yeah, to the whole just the whole progression of the show is just kind of yeah. Because the costumes they do kind of like I don't want to say transform or reveal the
They
costumes.
strip down, yeah.
They do some stuff to the costumes throughout a little bit, but it doesn't like it's not as obvious, I guess, as so like the flags are helping kind of bring us through these what four movements, I guess technically that they go through.
A lot of costume changes because they're you can see them like taking off jackets and chucking them to another
Mhm.
person, or they just leave them on the
It's
field.
very layered, like yeah, the costuming for everybody. It's all very layered, and there's a lot of movement to it, which is interesting. I'd be curious to see it in person to see like okay, like how much stuff is there, you know? Um
How many layers you got in there?
yeah, but I like it. It's cool. It's a cool look for them.
Yeah, and I do like the ballad moment where they get all of the horns on the ramp, and then
Yeah,
they fill the
I think
field with the flags.
yeah, that's probably at least just in their whole in the whole show for them, the ballad I think is the best part. Um,
Yeah, I would say that, and then the opening, just that burst of energy at the very beginning when everything's moving around, and then yeah, then the guy puts on the red jacket. I'm like, why is he putting on the red jacket? I almost feel like, is it supposed to be like a urban modern take on like a Peter Pan kind of thing? Because they're using the Lost Boys, and
right. I mean, the whole thing is
he's
sort
like
of
the
Peter
leader,
Pan
and
based, but yeah, is he Rufio from Hook, the movie, the Hook movie? I don't know, but I'm here for it. They're I feel like they're getting more confident with it as the season is going along too. Like they're continuing to really sink into everything they're doing and sell it. So they may I don't know, I could see them climbing up a few more spots and maybe maybe in like, you know, 6, 7, 8 somewhere.
we'll see. It's such a tight battle because when you just look at the lineup of cores next, it's just.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think they're headed in the right direction. They're improving.
Yeah.
They're getting better. I've heard that they've kind of, I don't want to say lost their way in the with like the design team, but they had maybe like a more of like a revolving door where they just, and I think they finally like cemented their staff,
Yeah.
and I think that's why they're improving now. I believe
Yeah.
John Leonard is the caption head now, or co-caption head with a couple others, so he's doing the color
Mm,
guard, and so and their percussion was fourth. Apparently, their percussion is great.
yeah.
I think I don't want to say the downside of the core has been the brass in recent years.
Right. Which I think why it's to me it stands out more this year that I'm like, oh, they really sound fantastic. Because yeah, the last couple years it's been they've maybe felt more timid or just not maybe not as sure of themselves in some ways. But this year they sound really confident and yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah. Keep it up, boys. I'll see
Yeah.
y'all in a week. I'm going to your rehearsal.
Yay.
Let's move on to seventh place. This is my personal favorite. I love this show so much. The Blue Stars with their show Collection 26, The Galleries.
It is so gorgeous and oh, I love it.
And I love this show for a few reasons, but the biggest is it's so accessible. You watch it, you know exactly what it's about. There's no
It
complex
is
story. It's you're at an art show. It's all about art. You get the different artists that they go through in each movement, and it's just
yeah, it oh wow, they do such a great job of taking you through the museum and like seeing all the modern, the you know, well, just all the different types of art and that you might see, and it's just beautiful. And the way the costumes change throughout, and it's kind of subtle, so it's not, you know, you don't get overwhelmed. They're not overwhelmed by it because that sometimes, you
mhm.
know, any group can get overwhelmed by adding on or taking stuff off. You know, it can be a lot, and they do a great job with it. I love the big. I think it's like a Kandinsky kind of thing. That big mobile
The mobile thing.
that comes apart and they start to spin parts of it.
Yeah, the
I
things that
love
look
that
like
whole moment.
I call it, oh, like a key shape thing. Yeah, the circle with the
Hmm.
yeah, those are, and then they have those, and then they come out with ones that have a silk on them.
Well, that's I was like, wait a minute, what's that? Because I thought they were. I thought well, at one point they it looked like they looped the regular flag through it, and they did like a little phrase sharing moment with that. But then suddenly there's more flags, and it's like, wait, where did that come from? And then yeah, that was such a cool the buildup of all of that to then we get the Mondrian silk
The
and all
Mondrian
that.
silk, yeah.
It's so cool. It was great, and their music is fabulous. All the music they chose for this is I think that was maybe the biggest surprise for me was like, oh, I'm living for all of their music selections this year. Normally their visual is their big. They're always very visual, you know,
Right.
not just the guard, but like their whole shows are always very visual. But man alive, I feel like this their music package really is like right up their alley and they're just having so much fun with it and it's such a great collection of stuff.
I think the best chunk of the show is the second movement and the ballad. The second movement where it's all Frida Kahlo stuff, and they
And
have
that
that,
Latiny, they oh
yeah, and they
they
have that, like, I almost call it like an a cappella moment where they just let the horn line play, and
mm-hmm,
but then the pit starts doing this clapping over top of it
mm-hmm.
to kind of sound like castanets. It is
Yes.
such a cool musical moment. And then
So
the ballad doing Vincent.
was gorgeous. And that flag, the flag soloist, and then when that the soloist starts with it and then passes the flag off to another, so then there's like a duet moment, and then that whole little vignette was really cool. The multicam showed it off really well. So I was like they were zoomed in on that. So I was like, oh my gosh. Some classic Michael Shapiro twirls in that little segment too, which was great. All the crazy hand switches behind the head and stuff. Yeah, just the whole I mean the whole show is just I love it. I if we're gonna talk like placements, I would say this is a secret sixth place. Like I
Hmm.
would die if they just said boop 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 because I mean they're cleaning up really well. They haven't peaked. It looks way better and way different than it did when it first came out. So I saw it and I was like, I liked it, but it was a mess. And like they're getting their groove with it, and it's so good, so good.
And like I said earlier, I'm talking about groups that are way better than last year. The
Mm.
color guard here, remember last year, they were struggle busting it. Let's be
That
real.
court
They
show
were,
was fun, but it was a tough go.
and this year I watched them like they are like so much cleaner already than they were last year.
And they're still doing the crazy stuff. I mean,
And they're
there's
still doing the
so
crazy
many
stuff.
wild things, especially with the flag line. Oh my goodness, that flag book is
What's
hard.
the ending flag, the ending artist? Because I got, we had the Mondrian, then we had Frida Kahlo, then you had Van
Is
Gogh,
it
then you had MC
Picasso?
Escher with the staircase prop that they turned around.
Yeah,
Then they had that. I recognized the painting, but once again, I was on
it,
high cam.
it's like there's like a part of a face. Is it a Picasso painting? I feel
I
like it is
almost,
because of the face in it, but I don't.
yeah.
That would be fun to maybe they've posted it. It'd be fun to know what art pieces are they referencing throughout the whole thing, just to be able to see that and go and see what the real thing looks like and how they've worked it into the flags and costumes and stuff. It'd be neat.
Yeah.
So
This one is my favorite.
I
I
love it.
love this show.
Seeing it last night, I think I texted you back and I was like, wait, okay, I love Colt, but I also really love the Blue Stars. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh, yeah. So love them. It's yeah, excellent.
Yeah. They're one I'm gonna put on my flow watch list. Like, okay, are they on a flow? Okay, I need to catch them.
Hmm.
Especially that I love that second movement, that Latin, Spanishy. They bring out the
Well, and like,
skirts, and there's
because
so many
we're
like
getting the big
parts of it.
Sondheim opening, we're getting the Sunday in the Park with George, we're getting all that, and it sounds gorgeous and whatever. And then boop, we switch gears, and it's initially because it starts off kind of softer and pretty because the dresses come out and they have a beautiful moment, and then bam, we shift into the. It's just I love it. Yeah, it's so good. I think they're the pleasant surprise of the season. I think for me. I mean, I always liked them, but like just in terms of, oh my goodness, like they're just, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Love you, Blue Stars. I might have to get their shirt. I don't usually buy a whole lot of shirts because I already
Mm.
have a crap
I
ton
know.
of shirts.
Well, I'm like, am I really gonna ever wear this, or is it just gonna sit? Like
Right, because then you wear it out in public and they're like, "Oh, what's Blue Stars?" And you got to sit there and explain it, and it's just like I
it's
wear my
a
clap for
whole.
the flag shirt sometimes, and there are people at the bus stop like, "What's?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it." Like I don't have enough time to explain it to you. So, all right, let's move on to sixth place with Phantom Regiment with their show Bloodlines. My one thing with this show, I feel like the uniform should have been switched.
Yep, I see. It's growing on me to see it the way it is, but I really would have loved it if the core had been black and silver and the guard was in the red. That homage back 30 years ago to 96 when they won the first time. That would have really been fab. But I think I'm thinking, could be wrong. This is their homage to that and they flipped it.
A twist on it, yeah.
Cool, fine, whatever. But I know exactly what you mean because the guard does tend to get
They get
lost
lost.
at least on camera. I'll see it live Wednesday, so I'll let you know how it is in person because maybe they do pop a little bit more in live. I don't know, but yeah, that's my biggest that and the very end, like the very end, the last set when the guard runs into the middle, they need to get those like streamer things that pop and explode and just boom red. Just needs to explode with like we need something at the end to like
Well, maybe that's coming.
I don't know maybe yeah maybe.
We'll see soon because this is like new ending weekend coming up that people like to start dropping their new endings. So
Okay. Yeah. Well, because there's someone else coming up when we talk that I'm like, that ending is not cute. But Phantom, Phantom, I love it. I it's not what I would have ever expected given their show title. I'm like, oh, which it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like,
I
it's
I don't get it with the
like
props either. Like
it's
what
all
are
very like Latin Spanish fantasy music, and I'm like, what? I don't. Okay, this has nothing to do with your history of
if
what
I
you
if I
did in
think
the
of
past.
Phantom, I think of like
I
Shostakovich.
know. I'm like, where's the Russian angst and anger and all the whatever. We're not getting that. So I don't. I'm not sure, but their guard is freaking fabulous. That
Much much
that
improved from last year.
much improved. This is the best guard for them in years, I think. Like the choreography is great. That lower body, they have stacked that lower body under every last living thing they possibly can, and these kids are killing it. It is so gorgeous to watch. And I maybe they're a movement of but kind of movement first kind of group. I feel like maybe they're doing it that way because they just move beautifully. And the equipment is like getting real tight and come
Yeah,
up beautifully as well. The timing of a lot of their effects, especially the weapon stuff, I think is really well put together. Um,
I did see they pulled out a new silk. So I don't know what those
yeah,
flags are.
the
Those little
swing
like
flag or like the oversized flag kind of ish, I guess, whatever.
yeah, but
It
they
was
do
like
these weird like flicks with them that they exchange
almost
really
like about
quick.
like a really thin PVC pole or some other sort of kind of bendy because it's almost like they're flicking it at each other. I don't know. That's probably the biggest question mark of the whole thing. I'm like, do we need this? I don't really know
I
what to
think
do.
it's cool. I love when
I
they
mean, it's
it,
fine. It's
it
just
reminds me
I'm
of like
like,
Cirque du Soleil when the flag people come out and they're doing the quick little and they're like flinging them across the floor to each other. And they only
yeah,
have
yeah.
them for like a minute.
It's not, yeah, if that. I mean, it's pretty quick. But yeah, yeah, because it was black to white, and now it's like
Red and
red
yellow.
to orange or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I do think, other than that, though, I do think the color palette's pretty muted, which is surprising given we're doing bloodlines and the cores and this.
I wish, I
Like the
wish
first flag is black and white, then we have the ballad that's like black and purple, and then the ending flag is black and that dark
red,
red.
which I wish it was almost just like the
Red.
brightest or like bright red ultra lame. Like just it needs, and I think that's why I want like an explosion at the end because I feel like we're missing the full final like boom to end the whole thing, and it just feels muted still. But maybe they've got something coming. I don't know. I feel like those props
Okay.
are set up to blast something out of them, or I don't know. Shoot us with
What are the
lightning.
props?
No,
I couldn't figure it out, like what they're representing. Like,
I don't. I heard somebody tell me that they thought it looked like this medical device that like they're used to stab when you take blood. I was like, oh God, that sounds kind of freaky, but okay. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, they're pointy and skyscrapery at times, and sometimes they're not. I don't know. It's
yeah, they can move them around. All that. I just don't know what they are.
and then we get the kind of scaffoldy things that come in later. I'm yeah. There's a lot. I'm like, oh, I'm here for it. I don't get it, but I'm here for it. So
Yeah, I would just love an explanation. Like I say in Indoor, release the spiel sheet, please.
just
Let
please,
me appreciate your show so I know what's going on.
I know exactly, but
Don't make me overthink it. Like Blue Stars, I get it from the jump. Like, just let me get your show.
right, yeah, yeah.
Alrighty, let's move on to fifth place with another one where I'm kind of like, explain this to me. Is Santa Clara Vanguard with their show with Reckless Abandon.
Hmm.
And it's another core that's all in all red. Guard is in black and white, kind of almost like school uniform, schoolgirl, schoolboy
Yeah,
kind
just
of
like a
vibe.
kind of a grungy vibe. I wrote down it reminded me of Fantasia 2003, the Triple F show.
Yeah,
It's kind
got
of
a vibe with that.
giving me that kind of vibe to it, which is kind of I mean in a good way. It's that's a good thing. It's also interesting to me that both Vanguard and Phantom are basically in the exact same color scheme. I mean, essentially, right? Boom with red and then black. Vanguard added some white, but like It's
We
a,
think back to last year and we had like what, 5 cores that were in white with blue color guards.
oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so much of that. So it's like okay.
They
Yeah.
do have that chain flag moment at the beginning, which I love a chain flag. Woof. These are big chain flags.
They're big and maybe I'm wrong, but at least on camera, it looks so messy.
Yeah.
Like just from a timing, the timing and achievement of that whole moment, I'm like, is it me? Is it the way am I sitting at the TV strange? What's happening? I'll see them Wednesday, so I'll let you know what it's like in person. But
Chain flags are
I was just
so
like,
hard to clean,
"Oof,
though. They're so
oh,
hard to clean.
so freaking hard. And those are huge.
And
So
they're
like,
massive.
oh my gosh. Yeah. So, you know, but that's my big question mark there. I'm like, I don't oh okay, sure. I'm all right.
And they can't get rid of them because the whole show's about chains and ropes and everything. So
There's
like
so many chains and chains and chains and chains. Yeah. Yeah.
after the chain flags, I do love the silks that they use. I love
Mhm.
those I love those just like geographic
Kind of
liney kind of.
like paint stroke kind of
Yeah.
ish kind of vibe to it, but they're just that splash of those big the red, the yellow, the orangey, like it's a great splash of all that.
I always respond to flags like that. Even in indoor, like there were flags where like there was a school in Pennsylvania that had a pink and orange flag that was just like stripes of paint. And I was like, I
Yes.
want
Yeah.
one of those so
Or
badly. It's just beautiful.
yeah.
And the guard, I think, is great. Again, improved from last year. Just these chain flags. Woof. And I do like the jump rope moment they do with the core. But I think
Yeah.
I told you this. I feel like they've already kind of pared back. I feel like their premiere, they were doing more
Mm-hmm.
and trying to get clean, what, 100
Well,
people
and
doing
even
jump rope together?
aren't there chains or like I guess just chains on their costuming also like for the horn line and stuff? Aren't they
Yeah, they have chains
chains
on
that
their
are like
uniforms.
coming off of the instruments and stuff too? I feel like there's like a whole maybe that's what it was before. I don't know. I thought that was still there, but
I feel like I saw somebody mention where they're like, y'all are brave to have to connect your instruments to a chain and swing it around. So maybe on
mm,
a multicam they're doing that and I didn't catch it.
yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I can't quite say it's grabbing me from a I mean I didn't stop watching obviously. I was like what couldn't look away. But yeah, I don't know. It just feels just messy enough where I'm like I don't know that this is working, but I'm kind of into it. I don't know.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
into it. They just got to clean it. I'm into it. They
yeah,
just got to clean it. I mean, they've committed to the bit. It's a chain flag, chains on all the uniforms. They can't ditch the chain flag.
sure.
But
Yeah.
because of the size of it and just how hard it is to clean those, especially because they have what, at least 30 of those going.
Yeah, maybe at least yeah. But not even the chain flag. I mean just the whole show. To me, it's
Mm.
just I'm just kind of like I don't know I'm not sure about this. The music I'm gonna. I guess I'm kind of hating on SCV. I don't. The music's kind of forgettable. I didn't really. There
Yeah, I
wasn't
don't remember what
anything
they
about
did.
it that stood out to me. At least not in the way that some of these other groups
Right.
have, where I'm like,
Well,
oh,
their music's not
the
catchy,
ballad
right?
was the ballad was gorgeous, or this was these things that kind of stick out. This was more just it's so visual. I'm just kind of like, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing it in person because I may have a totally different tune after Wednesday in
Oh, I'm
terms
sure seeing everything live makes
how it
such a big
presents
difference.
that way. So stay tuned. Oh
I do love their ending silk.
yes,
That
yes,
that like on camera it reads as like a cream. I'm sure it's white to match the uniforms of the color guard, and then it has that red fade like arc in the center.
uh-huh, yes, yeah. It
Beautiful.
was really, and I love like when they brought it out. It was like, ooh, yeah. It was that I responded to for sure. Yeah.
They did it last year. They are just kind of like the
Well, and
avant-garde
last
kind
year was the
of.
same way because last year every time I saw it online, I hated it. And then when I saw it, because they actually came to the Evansville show last year too, so when I saw it live, I was like, oh, I'm here for this now. So, well, yeah, I'll provide you a second read after Wednesday.
Yeah, I like it. It's just I just don't get it. That's what I wrote down. It's like I don't get it.
Yeah,
Not that I need to get it, but it would help me enjoy the show
yeah,
more.
yeah, just to connect a little bit deeper to it. Yeah.
And I said the same thing in indoor. Just tell me what your show's about so I don't have to overthink and I can enjoy the art in front of me instead
I
of
want
trying
to
to
enjoy it. Yeah.
process it.
Help me enjoy.
Give
Yeah.
me a step ahead so then I can find the little nuggets myself. Like,
Yes.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that this must be that.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the start of the very tight battle for second with fourth place. Carolina crowned their show Doors, the Doors of Perception.
Yeah.
And they have multiple door props that are painted like a gray door, like a six panel door on one side, and they flip it around
Mm,
and it comes off as a blue and black. This is gonna be
kind
like
of.
that. This is gonna be like that dress all over again, that white and gold and blue and
Oh,
black dress.
no, but yeah, no, I know what you mean though. Yeah, it was like a blue, like a turquoisey blue with the
And
black
black with a spiral on the other side or the
really kind of vibe. Yeah, and the spiral shows up in their flags, like all through all the flags too, which I
and the
guess.
big thing about the core uniforms is they have the one leg that's black and the other leg that's silver, white, cream.
Oh, I thought it was like sherbet.
It's a dark and a
I don't
light.
know.
We'll say
Yeah,
that
but
because
yeah, yeah, it's half and half. And then the guard is in like I think purple magenta-ish. I like all the costumes. I was like, "Oh, these are gorgeous." Um like yeah, I was here for the costuming. The silks I was kind of like, I mean, they're fine. Whatever. Um but those costumes are fab. They're popping.
yeah, I do love all this cool stuff they do at the beginning with the doors, where
Yeah.
they lay them down and the performers behind them cleverly, they move their bodies so that you don't see them. They're laying down or
Yeah.
whatever. I do love that. My one nitpick with this, and this is before the show even starts. This color guard needs to set up quicker.
Oh.
You can see everybody just waiting, and these card members are just slowly trotting along. And you see this one girl, and she's going to that door that's in the back corner,
Nope.
and you can hear the announcer waiting. And there was one show who's like, drum majors, la la, is your core ready? And they were just waiting, and this guard member is just do 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 Sunday stroll in the park, and I'm like, girl, get to your set.
Yeah,
Like I
that's a
was
little.
always one of those. I don't want you to run instructors because that just creates stress and
Well, and
tension.
it's too much. But it's like you got to move with some urgency. Like
Move with
you're on a
purpose. Yes.
time limit here, folks. We don't have all day. Yeah.
So set up quicker, y'all.
Yeah. The doors and like the whole like when they started, my initial impression was Arcadia 24 and Juxta 26.
Mhm.
The indoor shows because they had those panels that they were using and it kind of I was like, "Oh, this is cool." So I was excited to see what they were going to do with the props and how they used them. And they used them a lot. I mean, they more than I might have thought they would too.
Right.
Like
Yeah. Especially
like
for an
'cause
outdoor
they
show where you can't get super tricky
yes.
with them.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They did a lot. The multicam showed some stuff. I was like, okay, he's standing on that door. You're holding the while like that's A, what are these doors made of? And B, how light are those performers? Because that is that's oh my gosh. But they were holding this horn player up on the door for his whole solo, which wasn't short. Like I'm like, oh my goodness. And then the guard person comes under another door and like they're in Ave Maria and does this whole thing like underneath it. That was really cool. And the ballad being Ave Maria, that was beautiful. I was like, oh, this is yeah, I liked this a lot more than I expected to. Just kind of just overall, I was like, ooh, I'm okay. This is they're kind of grooving along and then it gets gorgeous and then it's yeah, it's a fun musical journey.
I like Ave Maria. I think it's a beautiful piece and they play it well. It feels to me disjointed within the selections.
Hmm.
You've got the
See that?
door,
Yeah.
you literally got the doors, break on through to the other side. And then
Hmm.
you go into Ave. It's such a, you just use the word talking about the group, a juxtaposition. It's just like, it
Yeah.
just feels out of place as a musical selection. Like,
Our
why Ave
perception of
Maria?
that is
Was that?
our perception of this
Yeah.
is is interesting.
Now,
Yeah.
is this from like a poem or a story? Because I think I've read somewhere that the doors of perception is like a thing. Like, I don't know if it's a poem, if it's a short story, if it's but like there's a narration that I think that prior existed that they use. I think I was on the drum corps subreddit and somebody was talking about, oh, because in the doors of perception, they say this. So I don't know if it's like a poem or a
Oh,
story or,
I don't know. Comment below. I have no
yeah.
idea.
let me
But
know because, like we said, we don't
the
know everything.
yeah, the thing I didn't like about the show was at some point there's like this string or some rope. I was like, what's that? I don't know what that's about. We don't need that. Yeah, there's
I
like
don't think I noticed that.
exactly. I did, and I was like, why? What's she doing? That seems unnecessary. So I'm not sure what that was. I think it might be. I think it might happen. It's like it pulls away and like goes out, and then those huge. What are those like 20-foot flags? I mean, good.
Oh, those dirty ashtray gray flags that are in the back for no reason that do absolutely nothing. I love y'all, but they do absolutely nothing for me.
I wish there was something to like make them a little bit more special. It just I mean the size is cool. They're working them the best they can because they're enormous. They are a little flat, but in terms of just the color itself, yeah. But
It's just I feel like it doesn't provide the emotional impact that they're going for. It is a very just like it looks like cigarette ash gray color, at least on camera. It could
yeah,
have some sheen to it in person. And it's just they're so big and cumbersome. They can't do
they're
much with them.
huge. Well, and
It,
I was watching it and I was like, if you just cut off like, you know,
4 feet.
maybe well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those like I kind of get why they made them that size, but also, but then it's like I don't know. It's just hard, but uh, yeah, it's 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 interesting. We'll
Yeah.
put it that way.
Maybe they're supposed to represent smoke, and I'm kind of on the right track, and they're like a smoky color, and it's just like
Uh,
I
yeah.
just don't.
Well,
But I
so
don't
it read.
know.
I mean, it read silver to me, but like silver silk, not lame. So it wasn't shiny. Yeah, it looked just like a flat silver to me, but still, like, why? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I
Especially
don't.
after all the other flags that we've gotten that were had a lot more color to them, even whether they were more muted or not. But like, yeah, that was kind of what's she doing? I don't know.
Yeah,
What's
I don't know
that?
what she's doing.
Yeah,
One other note I did have: their staging is much better this year for the color guard. Remember last year where they just put the flag
yeah,
line in the back for the entire show?
yeah.
So much better
This
this year.
this well, and this show feels much more like Crown. Last year, I was like, anybody could have done that show. Broken Arrow, bless.
It was very
But
Broken Arrow
like,
last year. Yeah,
but this show this year feels very much like, oh, there's Crown. There's the Crown we love. Because they're the with the I mean the it's just yeah, I like it. Their staging is good though, and it's yeah, I'm here for it. I wish I could get to I wish I could see it in person. Um, but I won't. So
yeah, and the guard is phenomenal. Kind of going back to, I mean, the
oh
guard has
yeah,
always been very good, but they're almost going back to when they used to be the top dog in the color guard game, like back like 2015 times. And where did they place?
because
I had this up.
the staff from Boston went back to Crown. So
Well, so the guard staff is still at Boston, I believe, but like Keith Potter,
well, right, we got the designer people, I guess.
yeah, I think Potter and I think Rosie Queen went there. They were fourth in color guard,
And guard, okay,
but they were just a tenth behind Boston, who was third,
okay,
and then Blue Devils was second, Blue Coast
and
first.
Blue Coat, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the big I don't want to say shock, but it's a big surprise in color guard was Pacific Crest was 10th and Spirit of Atlanta was 11th.
Yeah, Spirits Guard is they gave them some great choreography to do.
Coro.
Coro.
We love Coro.
Anyway, yay Crown.
Yay, Crown. Keep it up. And who knows?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I could see it top three. I mean,
I mean, they're pretty much there. I mean, well, let's hang on. Let me pull up the overall scores one more time. So fourth was Crown with a 90.425. They were 4/10ths behind Blue Devils, who was 600ths behind Boston.
wow.
Yeah. It's zero point 0.5 points from second to fourth right now. That is not much. So let's move on to third place with Blue Devils with their show Zay. I feel like they say you can
They
pronounce it whatever Zay. Yeah, I feel
it's a
like
Chris.
they said you could pronounce it however you want.
Okay,
So there we go. So I'm gonna call it Zay.
great.
I really like this one from them.
It's I feel like it's completely different from when they first debuted at the end of June. Like that show I saw at the end of June, I was like, I don't know about this. This didn't look anything like that to me. And I was like, oh my God. I bold prediction moment. they might win, and I wouldn't be mad about it because it is fabulous. Like the way they start and they're draped all over these props and the props they're draped
Crepes
over the props
doing their coro.
in the back. Yes. And I was like, I'm already sucked in because I'm like, you are dangling all up in these props. What is about to happen? And then off they go. And it's kind of classic Blue Devils, but also maybe I'm wrong, but they're doing more drill than
Yes.
they have done in years.
Yes. I noticed that. And they're also doing lot more playing while moving.
They
It's
are killing it. Like it's yeah, the guard I love. That costume is a
my favorite.
20 out of 10. Oh my God, it's
Yes.
fabulous. There's something about the guard that I'm like, I'm not quite 100% sold on everything, like the whole like thing yet.
Really? Oh, I
Well,
think they're
no,
great.
it's not like it's I think it's just watching it and just the show, like the run, like that run. I was like, it's a little shaky at times in some moments where I was like, I'm not sure about this yet, but I love it. Absolutely love it. Those flags are gorgeous. Every single one of those flags is stunning, and I don't normally say that about a Blue Devils flag, but they're gorgeous. And
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
love the
Those
color guards.
feathers at the beginning. They're giving us feathers. Like I, this is my secret favorite to win it all. Like yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
really like
surprised they were
this.
fourth. I thought they would have been
I mean, they were
second.
they were
Honestly.
third.
Oh well, whatever. I thought they would have been second.
I mean, they practically
Oh,
were 600ths of a
I just
point.
yeah. They're
Yeah, yeah. This I really, really like this one. Like you mentioned, doing more drill, less of the scatter, park and bark kind of thing. They still have their moments. I mean, that's
but they
kind of
still
the XP.
yeah, and but like the allusion to the wing motif throughout the drill, I noticed that several times. I was like, oh, we're he is flying to the sun, and like and the way the props and how
The
they
way that they
boom
came
and then they
together at the end,
oh
so cool. Because you don't know they're gonna piece together because they're just like
no
abstract
they yeah you had
shapes.
no idea. I mean you don't know what they're doing and yeah and then they slowly connect them all and it was and then the way the yellow at the like explodes out from behind the sun and I was like it was so good. I was just it was really really great.
They
Yeah.
need to do something with those two girls with the wings at the end, though. They just stand there. It's like the girls in Troopers holding
Oh,
the coffin last year. They just
like
they run out and they're just like they're
we're
just
happy
standing
to
there
be
like,
here.
"Hi,
Yay!
I'm
Yeah.
holding a wing." Like,
Yeah.
can we just can they like do around each other? Can they turn? Can they flap them? Something because they're just standing there.
I will say it's kind of like I would have expected the entire guard to come out with wings, which they did in 2007. So it's kind of nice to not see them do that, just
Mm.
because that is a Blue Devils' favorite thing is to get the wings out and to do that, and we're not getting that. And I'm like, okay, I like it. I'm here for that.
Well, they could reach out to what Crown 2002
Oh, girl, yes. That's a- I
for
love
their
that.
for
I
their for
love
their
that
Greek God
show.
show
I love that show. It's such a mess. Oh gosh, bless and
where they're all in the togas and
7 foot poles, and
and
they're shucking those double 45s outside. And it's oh god. Anywho,
oh, but no, I love this. The color guard is doing some crazy, crazy stuff. Because this one's still out on YouTube. A lot of these are still up on YouTube at the moment, so you can
yeah,
catch them on rewatches if you want. They
yeah.
had this barrel jump thing where they had the rifle in their hand and then they just hold onto the strap and they threw this strap 45 like it may have been
Oh,
a
I
quad.
totally
It
missed
could have been
that.
a
My goodness.
five. And I was just like, holy
See,
crap.
maybe that's why I'm a little like on the fence at the moment with the guard because it didn't feel as in your face as I'm used to it being. But again, it's through the TV, and I was watching multicam, and I didn't get as many guard moments on the multicam
Mm.
as I so watching the high cam, I might have seen a little bit more.
It
So
doesn't feel as Blue Devil, and it's strange to say this, but the guard feels different this year.
mhm,
They have a different vibe to them, and I'm here for it.
sure,
They have their Blue Devils essence, but a lot of the
yeah.
times it's very flat to the front. Let's do our impact moments, but this is just they're doing some
Well,
crazy,
some of the
crazy
flag work,
stuff.
I was like, what did you just do? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's them, but like a fresh twist on it,
Yes.
which maybe we've needed this. but I'm here for it. Yeah, I hope they win,
I think they're going to end up second. And I just
which is fine.
nothing against anybody. I just
No,
with the I mean, Blue Coats were 2.5 points ahead of this regional, and they ain't clean yet. I mean, they are clean, but you watch
but
that run. There's plenty of fixing to do there.
yeah,
There, I
yeah.
mean, everybody's going to keep getting better. I just don't know if you can make up 2.5 points in 2 weeks.
Oh.
I don't know.
But I'm here
Um,
for all of it, and those costumes. Oh,
the
costumes.
color guard costume's beautiful.
Just yeah, the core, the hornline percussion costumes. I don't.
I
I
couldn't tell you
like.
what they look
I
like.
I want to like it. It's black and blue essentially, which is fine. I I want to like it, but there's something about maybe it's the way it's because the pant opens up and has a slit on the outside, so there's like a multicolor tight leg underneath.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
It's cool, but I can't quite. I'm like, not sure, not quite sure I like it as much as I want to, or I don't know. But it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still very Blue Devils, which is I love it. So, but the
Yeah.
guard, oh heaven, that neon
Yes. Just
is
give those girls with the wings something to do at the end of the show. I'm
yeah.
sure it's coming. Just don't have them stand there. It's really awkward.
They're gonna take flight. They're gonna just
I mean, I wish they would. I wish they at least flap them because they almost like they
something.
stand there and then they like look at each other like, okay, what do we do now? Like they like almost they don't know what to do. So
It's like surprise.
just
Yeah,
keep smiling.
yeah.
Eventually
Oh,
the music's gonna stop.
but like this is I would say this is the show I want to see it again. If
Yeah,
that makes any sense, or it's like that's one of the ones I want to watch it again.
yeah, agree. All right, let's move on to second place, which was Boston Crusaders with their show Blurred Lines. And they were just 600ths ahead of Blue Devils. They were third in color guard. They kind of turned everything on their head from last year. So last year they had all rifle at the beginning. This year they decided to go all flag at the beginning with the color guard. They do an all saber moment, which 50 king sabers on the field have that price tag. Oof, oof.
Fine. Yeesh, this moment brought to you by Design Thinking.
Right. The biggest thing, and I've seen so many people talk about this, and I don't know how Boston fixes this, is the end of part three is the end of the show.
It feels very much like it's the closer.
It is so
Bing,
big.
bang,
It
boom,
is
and
so great.
yep,
Get by with the help of my friends. The Wonder Years thing just blaring,
yes, yeah,
rifles flying everywhere. The crowd's already standing, and they're like, "Oh, wait, wait, wait! No, we have another movement to do."
yes. My friend Sarah, that was there live, she said like they all thought it was over, and people started to get up and leave, and then they kept going, and they were like, "Oh, wait, it's not over." So like, yeah, it.
It's so, and I don't know how you fix that because you have to completely rewrite staging and
Unless there's something more that they're gonna do, uh, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. And the fourth number feels so the show just feels disjointed, like it's just out of order. I wish
Hmm.
they could take part four, move it in front of part three, and move part three to the end because that the
Yeah.
ending of part three is great.
It is like it could win. If it was at the end, I would say this show could win, but it's not, and it doesn't feel like, yeah, the actual ending is kind of like, "Meh, well, I don't
Yeah.
know."
And that's clearly not their final ending because it feels like the show just stops.
Yeah, it was really weird, like weirdly. I was like, oh, okay. I guess that's it. That's right. Yeah, maybe that's when we messaged. We were like, wait a minute, what just happened? That's weird? Yeah,
And the show is just the entire show. Another, we're not ragging on Boston, but you just when you're at this elite level and you're doing crazy things, the show is just go 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 go, and it feels like there's no downtime. There's no
yeah,
breathing room,
right. Yeah.
especially in the color guard. They are going
Well, I
non-stop.
mean, even the brass, it's like they are playing at a 10 and then they ramp it up to a 15 and there's no breath, there's no sense of release to it all. It's just like wind all the way up, except movement 3, we kind of get a release from it, which is great. but then they keep playing. So it's like, yeah, I think that's why it all feels a little like, where is this going? I don't know. It's crazy though how I mean, God, they are playing fast, they're moving fast, they're spinning fast. Like it is,
Yeah,
it's
very much like last year.
yeah. I don't know. There's something about this show, and there I will say there are some really cool moments in the drill and the staging where they're taking that blurred lines kind of their theme, and I mean there's so many ways that they're morphing that and giving us these vignettes throughout of I don't know that yeah there's a lot of really neat pieces to the whole thing.
I think they're also we won last year.
Well, there's
We gotta stay up to that level, and you don't want to have that next year slump that so many groups do. It's hard for everybody. And so I think that's why the show just feels so go-go. I think they're trying to step up from last year, which was
Mhm.
already insane.
Yeah.
And like I said, the guard is still incredibly
Oh,
phenomenal. I mean, my
they're
God.
fabulous. Yeah. Honestly, I think if there's I mean just if there's one big thing I just don't like the costumes for everybody.
Really?
The whole I don't like it just doesn't look it doesn't which I mean I get it they're blurry okay but I just don't I last year and the year before they were so crisp and just like the
Okay. Yeah.
so I think I'm wanting the crispness and I'm not getting my eyes don't see it so I'm like oh this is but I guess kind of the point I guess
Right. Blurred
it's all
lines. Yeah.
blurry okay so well kudos you did your job then okay
I will
but
say, and I do say this for a lot of corps, just when I do wish the color was in a brighter color or a more standout color, just
sure
because I like when there's
the
the difference, the separation between the
a
two,
bit
so
of
I
the
can
contrast
see the who
yeah
is who, when they're all in the same color, like, so I do wish they'd popped a little bit more, but
hmm
I still like them. I still think they're very pretty. I just want the pop stand out. I said the same thing about Spirit. Just I
hmm
wish they popped a little more so they stood
little
out.
little boop little something yeah to set them off yeah
I'm pretty sure that they pulled out the ensemble double turn again with the all right on
I
rifle.
thought they did I think
Pretty
so
sure I caught that. And then
yeah
that part where they're all on Saber and they're in the core and they're all sandwiched between like the 30 and the 45, the entire core. And I'm just like, ooh, lordy, they are right on top of
there
everybody.
that moment and then there's I mean they're kind of scattered throughout the whole thing there are so many moments where they are real exposed and it is real freaking risky kind of terrifying I'm like oh my god but they're nailing it I mean so
I
it
couldn't do it.
I oh my god
I couldn't do it.
it just
Seeing them all them on Saber and they're all crammed in
Can I
that
sit and
Hornland.
be posed in the back and wait for my flag to come out?
Can I have the gong set where I just
I
make
just
sure the
want
gong doesn't fall
to,
over?
I know, yeah. Oh, I will say this. I did love their, as short as the ballad was, I did love it. And the flag they used, that kind of purple,
Oh, the indigo-y,
kind of,
purpley, yeah.
yeah, kind of had like bubble motif or something in it. I don't know. That was really pretty.
Yeah, I think they have the bubble motif on the ending flag too. It's like a black and white.
Oh, yes, just, yes, kind of black and white or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
but
so.
yeah,
Flow camera, y'all. So we're going off what we see. So
yeah.
it's actually yellow. Like, oh, okay.
Maybe I do like this show more than I thought. Okay.
I no, I like the show, and I love the color guard is absolutely insane. It's just the movements themselves feel out of order. It's that movement three
That
is
third one in particular.
amazing. It is the highlight of the show, and it just you feel like the show's over, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like I don't know how you fix that. I had that happen when I did an indoor show. We did a Bollywood indoor show, and all the judges were like, "Your ending's in the middle of the show," and I'm like, I had no idea how to fix it because we had an explosion of color. We had these giant swing flags. I mean, just huge, like bed sheet flags of all these vibrant, like Bollywood colors and
Yeah.
confetti flying everywhere.
Oh.
And then we ended, and then we had this like softer moment that led into another big moment. But all the
Uh,
judges were like, "Your show ends in the middle,"
oh.
and we had no idea. So we just went with it. Like I don't know how to. I can't
Yeah, that's hard.
remove everything, and I can't. I couldn't imagine rewriting for a core of 160 performers trying to
Yeah.
reroute. How do
To
we
do
get
that.
this to the end?
Ugh.
Yeah, the
Uh,
color guard will clean up. They're absolutely bananas. It'll be interesting to see who gets the color guard trophy because Blue Devils is insane, Crown is insane. Blue Coats are amazing, and then Boston, of course. So those top, and they're
I
because I
mean,
feel like last year Boston was kind of running away with the color guard award.
right. Yeah.
This year, who
But,
knows?
I mean, it's, yeah, it's gonna be
It's gonna be an exciting finals week for
very
sure.
tight. Yeah.
Who makes finals? Who doesn't medal?
Yeah. Who
Who
makes it? Who's yeah, who doesn't like there's gonna be a lot of like go down the list of like who did, who didn't, where, like yeah, how close is it? How far away is it? You know, all that stuff. It's gonna be fun to see how it plays out.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to our winner, the last one,
Yay.
Blue Coats with like a 2.4 point win.
They were
I mean,
way out there.
huge, way out there, huge gap with their show Gravity and Grace. And they have the cool, like spiral kind of floor prop way in the back with the
Way in the
tube things.
back sideline. Yeah.
And they have their thing this year. I don't want I their design device. If you listen to my Shenenda Hoa episode, their design device this year are these Leslie speakers. Those are those little twirly
That was that.
things
Okay.
that makes that wah, 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 wah,
Yes.
wah
Okay.
noise.
Okay. Yeah, and they've
So
got like what four of those? They're on top of those big orange props
they have
across
two
the
in the
back.
back, and I'm sorry, two in the front, and maybe two or three in the back.
Oh, I guess I thought they were all across the. But okay, but yes, but that's what that is. Okay. Yeah, it's spinning, right? Is there like
Yeah, they're spinning and they can control them. So they have somebody. I watch high cam. So there's on the front behind the pit. There's a performer, and they clearly have an instrument and they play it, and then the Leslie speaker turns on, and then I can see them put it down, but I don't know what the instrument is. I'm sure it's some sort of brass instrument, but I couldn't see.
yeah.
But it adds such a cool
Well,
effect. I love that they have because last year they did this thing called side chaining. I believe that's what it's
mhm.
called where they connected mics to the horns and those mics were connected to a drum set in the pit. And when the percussionist hit a certain drum, certain mics would activate in the field. So certain horn line would be amplified at different times.
They've well, I guess that's been their thing for all several years now, but like they have fun playing with audio and it makes it fun to watch and listen to as well. Like like you can tell they're having a great time with it, but then they make it enjoyable for us too because it's just like, wait, how what? This is so wild and like, I love that they keep doing that and finding new ways to play with sound.
Yeah, and those Leslie speakers give such a cool effect
It's really neat.
because I feel like with Gravity and Grace, you think of gravity, you think of space. And
Mm.
so I just feel like that wah, 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 and like those ripple lines they have on the flags and on the props.
Mhm.
I feel like it's them playing on like a wobble line or just kind of like things, just gravity affecting things and put the push and
What?
pull.
And it falls, it's like it's falling from the back to like down. That was interesting to notice of just like watching it. I don't know, like it's almost like is it yeah, Tetris where they come down from the top, right? And then
Yeah,
select at the bottom. But I was like not that this is like blocks, but like but it the way it's just like
like
kind of
gravity is pulling them
seemingly
down to the front. Yeah.
randomly spilling out of the thing and I don't know, it was wild.
Yeah, and you had said this. You messaged me and you said it looks effortless.
Everything they do, and I think that's partly why they're at the top right now, is like whatever they're giving these performers to do, they're doing it so easily, and it just like wow, it's just wow. I will say, I mean, as the show as a whole, it's fine. Like it doesn't give me the same wow that like Blue Devils did, or even Crown or Boston, like in terms of that like this is almost more like a sensory experience. I'm like, ooh, I'm in like a sound bath. I'm like getting this like, wow, oh my goodness. It's kind of that. Like, yeah, the atmosphere they're creating is so oh wow. I don't know. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I keep that's all
Yeah,
I
I love the ballad where they do the add-on with those blue flags and
the
the
fall.
Beach Boys song. I just blanked on
Uh,
it.
Uh,
God knows, God only knows.
God only knows. Yeah, what I
Yeah.
do,
I think
but
that's what's called God only knows. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's beautiful and it's kind of a fun little unexpected moment too of like they get into that and you're like, this feels
And you're
familiar,
like, wait, did I just hear?
and
And then
then
it
it
disappears.
and then it builds and those white poles, man, they are getting it with that moment. That's going to be stunning.
Yeah, when
It's
that's
yeah,
finals clean.
spotless, and the whole tip to tip, it's white, and it's just boom rotating around. That's giving like that's giving some like classic like Emerald Marquee '90s like their white poles and like like the white sleeve on this like oh and and just watching their equipment move like wow.
Well, I do like the fusion staff, the designs works with blue coats. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
so that's probably why you're getting that vibe. But I love the moment that reminded me of Fusion of Indoor when the core is kind of they're not in the middle of the field, they're big, but the guard is encircling them and it's rifle flag, rifle flag, rifle flag. Or it might even be saber flag, saber flag, saber flag. And they're just rotating around. And it just reminds me of when they did simple gifts and you had
Oh
the
yeah, yes.
same thing going on. And the guard is incredible. Again, better than last year, which is how like
Yeah.
it's just like we talked about groups just being so much better than last year and incredibly clean. And I like this one a lot more than I liked the observer effect. I didn't understand the observer effect last year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not that I didn't like
I
the
know what you
show.
mean.
I didn't
Yeah.
get it. So I enjoy this show more.
Mhm.
I think it's wonderful.
It, yeah, it's beautiful. I will say this is one where it ended and I was like, that's it.
Yeah, it's a down
So
ending and that just kind of
surely
pops out of nowhere.
I wonder if there's something different because I feel like
Yeah, they're not done.
it felt way too abrupt. Different, like different than how Boston ended. It was like, oh, you know, this feels like you just slammed the brakes on and threw that into the parking brake and said,
Yep.
like, oh, okay, I guess we're over. Like that was,
Yeah, you're
yeah.
driving down the
So
road and all of a sudden the light turns red. You're like, oh, we gotta stop.
curious if there's just a little bit more, just a 10, 15 more seconds or something that is gonna kind of
I'm
have the
sure. I'm
right
sure
moment.
they've got something that's working there.
But it's lovely. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, compared to last year, I liked last year's show. It was interesting. This show feels it just feels very different, and I think and maybe that's like I said, like it's kind of it's a sensory. There's something about it, just like oh, like I'm drawn in. Whereas last year I was observing it, but I was kind of sitting back more and like happening. What's going on? you know. And they're how many? They're like almost 3 points ahead right now.
Like 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. What happens.
And there are obvious parts that still need a good amount of cleaning. So it's not like
Yeah, they're
they're
not
they're
perfect.
they're not
Yeah,
perfect. So they're gonna
no.
keep getting better too. And
Hmm.
now people are already saying, are they gonna break the all-time score? And I'm like, I don't know. Let's not get hasty because that's what a 99.65 they gotta beat.
Is that the Blue Devils, the
Four,
nine?
14, the
Oh,
Fellini-esque.
Fellini-esque. Yeah,
Fellini-esque.
the
I can
movie
never
nine.
pronounce that damn word. I see it and I'm like, how
I
do you say
love.
this word?
Oh, I love that. Love that show too. That was good.
I
But
call it feline-esque because I see
Feline.
that I see feline.
I always call it Nine because it's basically the movie Nine. If you ever saw that, it's
I
but
haven't. I've
oh,
seen 6, but I haven't seen 9.
it's cool. That's where they got the tambourine and the sand moment. It's from that show.
Oh,
Well, it's
okay.
also a musical on Broadway too. So that's kind of.
Right, yeah.
But anyway,
Because Kate Hudson did the movie, right? For 9. Was that Kate Hudson?
I don't know. Now I can't. I can like see it in my brain, but I can't see. Like I can't picture the actual actress.
I'm looking it up right now.
No, I thought Fergie was in it.
You ready for some basketball? Let's play some basketball.
Oh my god. Bless. Worst national anthem. Oh my god.
Marion Cotillard, Penelope Cruz, Nicole Kidman,
Penelope
and
Cruz. That's who I was thinking of. That's who I was picturing in my head.
Fergie and Kate Hudson are both in it, yes.
Oh, it was okay. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't realize that. It was a weird movie. I mean, it's like an arty. It's not.
It's not like Chicago.
No. I mean, it's a story, but it's hard. It's a little ambient, little kind of heady. But
Well, that's it. That's everybody.
yay,
So, question for you: favorite color guard costume,
cold.
favorite core costume.
That's a good question. Oh,
Well, I can tell you mine. My favorite color guard costume is Blue Devils, and my favorite core costume is the Academy.
okay.
I love it with that purple drapey, and I just love. I think it's beautiful. And then
No,
best overall is Blue Knights for me. Just the whole package.
I don't know. That's hard. I think I'm gonna say blue stars for the core, like the
Core proper.
brass percussion. Um,
Do
fan favorite, blue stars.
they do a fan favorite?
No, I'm just saying. Fan favorite between you and me, blue stars.
Blue Stars is my favorite. I know Colts is your favorite. Fan.
I mean, if I had to pick one to watch over though, it would be blue stars.
I think fan favorite. Well, blue stuff
I
because
don't,
people love blue codes. But I will say, watching the San Antonio Regional and just listening to the crowd,
yeah.
Carolina Crown seems to have the crowd's hearts. I feel like they are they're like, we'll just say they're like the amp level of for DCI. Like when amp comes out
Yeah.
indoor, all the
What you
kids
mean?
are all about it. They're all they
But
love
everybody loves Crown.
right,
Yeah.
and everybody loves Crown. So I think if you had a fan favorite vote, I think
I
Crown
could
would win for
I
that
could see
reason.
that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Blue Stars, love,
Yay.
love, love. Well, good luck to everybody going to Allentown. This is going to come out. We're recording Monday night. I'm going to try to get this out for Wednesday. And Will, I thank you for being here. I'm sure
Mhm.
you'll be back again soon.
Thanks for having me. Always
You're
happy to be here.
always welcome here. So good luck to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Hopefully it stays cool, no rain. Good luck at band camp, all that fun stuff. We'll be back. I'll definitely have you. You'll definitely be back for BOA Grand Nats. I
Yay.
know you love to talk BOA.
I love BOA.
All right, y'all. We will catch you all later.
Bye.
Bye. And that's a wrap on this episode. As I mentioned in the intro, I do have a special episode planned where I want to hear all of your Color Guard hot takes. So submit your hot takes to me either through Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger or email at flagsinagym.pod@gmail.com. I'm going to collect all of those hot takes and we'll read them on air and react to them and let you know if we agree or disagree. I think it could be a lot of fun, so go ahead and start submitting those. And until next time, stay safe, stay fabulous, and remember, at the end of the day, it's just flags in a gym.